8 Ancient Stoic Habits to stop worrying and overthinking. You're lying there again, eyes wide open at 2:17 a.m., heart doing that tap dance it always does when the mind won't shut up. The ceiling fan spins. The room is quiet, and yet inside your head, it's a courtroom. Every decision you made this week is being cross-examined, every mistake exaggerated into a life sentence. Sound familiar? That late-night channel of imaginary disasters, playing on repeat. If so, you're not broken, you're just human, and you're not alone. Even Marcus Aurelius, ruler of the Roman Empire, faced the same nightly storm. He buried children, led wars, fought plagues, and still reminded himself to steady his mind. How did he do it? With habits. 8 ancient Stoic habits, tested in fire and grief, designed to calm overthinking and dissolve worry. Tonight, we'll borrow from his playbook. By the end, you'll walk away with 8 tools to keep in your pocket, ready for the next storm or the next sleepless night. Let's start with the first habit, a mental fire drill that makes panic lose its monopoly. Section 1, Habit 1, Premeditatio Malorum. Ever rehearsed a tough conversation in the shower, only to deliver it perfectly later? The Stoics turned that into an entire discipline. They called it premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. In simple terms, a fire drill for your mind. Here's how it works. While your morning coffee is still hot, close your eyes for 60 seconds. Picture the day's most likely gut punch, the ignored email, the late train, the meeting that tanks. Then ask, if that happens, what's my next calm move? Notice what you're not doing. You're not doom spiraling, building disasters into mountains. You're rehearsing. When life eventually throws the punch, your brain shrugs. Been here, handled this. Panic loses its monopoly. 1 minute a day builds an archive of calm responses, and when the real storm hits, you find you've already walked through it in your mind. Once you've drilled for the worst, you're ready for habit 2, the daily practice that starves anxiety at its root. Section 2, Habit 2, the dichotomy of control. Epictetus drew a hard line in the sand. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Cross that line and you'll drown in worry. Stay on your side and you'll breathe freely. Here's a drill. Grab a sticky note and split it down the middle. On the left, write what you can control, your attitude, your effort, your words. On the right, write what you can't. Traffic lights, the stock market, Karen from accounting. Now keep that note close. Every time you feel the tug of worry, glance at it. Ask, which side am I on? At first, you'll need a forklift to drag yourself back. By week 2, it feels like a wheelbarrow. By week 3, it's just a gentle nudge, and slowly, anxiety starves. The mind calms when it stops chasing the wind. And once you've sorted your energy, you're ready for habit 3. The anchor that pulls you back from yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's fears into the only room where life actually happens, the present. Section 3, Habit 3, Presence Anchor. Your mind is a time traveler. One moment it's dragging you into yesterday's regrets, the next it's fast-forwarding into tomorrow's disasters. The Stoics had a blunt phrase for this: leaving the room. The cure is an anchor, a way to tether yourself to the present moment. Here's the drill. Pause for 2 seconds and grab one raw sense. Washing dishes? Feel the exact temperature of the water. Walking the dog? Notice the shade of the sky. Eating lunch? Slow down enough to actually taste the bite. Do this 10 times a day. Each one is like grabbing the remote from your inner drama queen. She can't binge-watch regrets or catastrophes if you're tuned into now. Presence doesn't erase problems. It just brings you back to the only place you can solve them. And once you've anchored yourself here, you're ready for Habit 4, the nightly ritual that stops thoughts from recycling at 2 a.m. Section 4. Habit 4. Nightly Review. Seneca treated every night like a court session, not to punish himself, but to learn. You can do the same, no robe required. Before bed, open a note and answer 3 questions. 1. Where did I show up well today? 2. Where did I react instead of respond? 3. What's tomorrow's 1-degree tweak? That's it. No self-flogging, no emotional beatdown, just data. By closing these loops, you keep them from replaying at 2 a.m. The mind rests when it knows the day has been filed away. Think of it like putting your tools back in the drawer after work. Tomorrow you'll open the drawer and everything will be waiting, organized, sharpened, ready. And once you've learned to end the day clean, you're ready for Habit 5, the flip that turns daily complaints into instant gratitude. Section 5. Habit 5. Gratitude Flip. Cicero called gratitude the mother of all virtues. The Stoics knew why gratitude shrinks worry before it has a chance to grow. Here's the practice. Every time a complaint pops up, flip it. Stuck in traffic? Say, gift of extra podcast minutes. Slow Wi-Fi? Chance to breathe between tasks. Barista spelled your name wrong. A free lesson in humility and maybe a new pen name for my autobiography. At first it feels corny, almost forced. But keep flipping. The brain rewires quickly. Scarcity loses ground. Sufficiency wins. Gratitude doesn't deny problems. It reframes them so they don't run the show. And once you've trained yourself to flip complaints into thanks, you're ready for Habit 6, the reframe that turns setbacks into fuel for growth instead of proof you've failed. Section 6. Habit 6. Growth. Reframe. The Stoics treated outcomes as data, not verdicts. Winning or losing wasn't the point, learning was. So the next time something stings, missed promotion, failed exam, awkward rejection, ask one question. What did this teach me that no classroom could? Write it down, apply it. Suddenly the story changes. It's no longer, I failed. It becomes, I leveled up. This habit rewires overthinking. Instead of replaying mistakes like a broken record, you harvest them like raw material. Worry about reputation fades. Steady progress takes its place. Seneca said, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Every setback is just another rep at the gym of life. And when you treat life this way, overthinking becomes training. And once you've reframed failure into fuel, you're ready for Habit 7, deliberately choosing discomfort so uninvited hardship doesn't knock you flat. Section 7. Habit 7. Voluntary discomfort. Once a week, the Stoics chose hardship on purpose. Seneca slept on the floor. Marcus skipped luxuries he could easily afford. Why? To prove comfort wasn't their master. Try it yourself. Take a cold shower. Skip sugar for a day. Carry your groceries up 8 flights instead of riding the elevator. These aren't punishments, they're rehearsals. Your brain yells, you endure, and nothing breaks. What you gain is a memory. I can stand more than I thought. That memory is gold. Because the next time life throws you an involuntary hardship, a health scare, a sudden bill, an unexpected loss, you'll already have the muscle. Calm endurance won't be theory. It'll be practice. Voluntary discomfort shrinks fear. And once you've learned to train this way, you're ready for the final habit, the scoreboard that measures what actually matters. Section 8. Habit 8. Virtue Scoreboard. Marcus Aurelius didn't measure his days by applause or trophies. He measured them by character, and you can do the same. Here's the habit. After any task, Ask 4 quick questions. Courage. Did I act when it was easier to stay silent? Justice. Did I treat people fairly? Temperance. Did I stop at enough? Wisdom. Did I choose well? Rate yourself, 1 to 10. No one else sees the score. These numbers are yours alone, and that's the point. When your scoreboard is internal, the outside noise loses its grip. The habit is simple but profound. Success stops being about things you can't control, likes, promotions, applause, and starts being about the virtues that always belong to you. And when you've built that scoreboard, worry and overthinking have no place to hide. Which brings us to the close, the invitation to put one of these habits into practice tonight. Conclusion. There they are, 8 ancient Stoic habits, carried across centuries because they still work. Each one is a lever, small in action but heavy in impact. Together, they turn midnight anxiety and daytime overthinking into quiet strength. You don't need to overhaul your life tonight. Just pick one. Maybe it's the nightly review. Maybe it's the gratitude flip. Maybe it's voluntary discomfort. Try it today, let it breathe tomorrow, and stack another habit next week. Like coins in a jar, they compound into a mind that no longer caves to worry. If this gave you even one moment of calm, hit like so the algorithm knows to share it with the next restless soul awake at 2 a.m. Subscribe and ring the bell so we can keep building this island of calm together. And drop 3 words in the comments. I choose calm. Write it, own it, live it. The storms outside won't shrink, but your mind, disciplined, trained, steady, can learn to dance in the rain. And that, my friend, is a power no headline can take from you.